What's up, guys? Airboar 957 here, starting off right. We're on MW3 now, playing Seatown, kill confirmed. This was a live gameplay that I just got off my live stream. I ended up having a really good game. Ended up getting back-to-back Moabs actually today in this game from the same exact class. So good things came from this. I ended up getting Moab on lockdown, and then I ended up going off with this one right now too. So it's a little bit longer of a gameplay, but we're all good with it. I ended up getting Moab to start the game. It's kind of one of those Moabs where I was nitpicking mother hubbers, so I made it to where you weren't able to catch me too easily. This guy right here should have got me, but didn't work out. For anybody that was trying to figure out what my class was, I'm using sleight of hand, overkill, and dead silence, and I'm using a UMP with an MP7. So I'm using two of the best submachine guns in the game. Doing work right now. This is really fun class to use. Basically what it is, instead of using one of those shitty secondaries that they have in this game, I'm all about using both submachine guns that I can get. Now, there was one of those moments in this game where I couldn't stop laughing. I'll let you guys know. This guy flashed me, ends up jumping down, and then ends up not even getting the kill on me. Almost ruins the Moab, but instead I ended up shitting all over him, so it was actually a really funny moment. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it too when we get to that. Right now I'm just kind of nitpicking them off. I think I'm like at an 8 kill streak right now, and I'm just kind of putting in work. There was a moment where I thought I was gonna die, but thankfully I didn't. This is one of those moments as well where I don't know if this guy's staring at me or my teammate right here, so I wanted to make sure before I picked him off I was behind him. Now, Mr. Bean and this other guy, if I can think of his name, those two were all non-stop coming after me. Oh, same face palm, the guy that just got killed. Those two were non-stop all over me, like white on rice. They wanted to be able to take me out, but thankfully for me, they weren't able to get even close to me besides once. And that was the funny moment where I couldn't believe, and sometimes I think that Call of Duty just has one of those moments where they hook you up with a freebie and say, hey, you're safe, man, like no worries, we'll make sure that we nerf the hell out of their shooting at the moment to where you won't die or something. But we had those same exact moments. I don't know how I didn't just notice that guy that walked right through. What's scary is he spawned right behind me because I was dominating this little section right here, and the guy ended up spawning in there. Somehow I didn't see him. Usually you don't spot people though until after you go back to the recording. This is the guy that keeps coming after me. He is bound and determined to come after me. He's a straight up warrior. So honestly, no offense to him either though. He was kind of one of the reasons why I ended up getting the Moab, as well as almost losing the Moab. So he needed to try to figure that out. For some reason I thought the helicopter was going to get me, and I forgot for a second that I was on blind eye. So I had no reason to be sitting here. And then I kind of had a wake up call and go, oh, duh. And I got OMA on, so I ended up taking off again, trying to get some more kills. I have no idea where they're spawning. My team's all over, but they're nowhere near me, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't get popped off by somebody. There was a moment here also with these stairs where, dude, they did have a couple of scary moments with me in this gameplay that just makes me go, oh shit. There's an assist right there, simply because the guy was hiding. I couldn't get to him. Thankfully my teammates cleaned up shop and everything went good. Right now I'm just slowly trying to pick him off, trying not to push out too far to where I just get killed. Now this guy I thought was going up the stairs but didn't even make it up the ladder, so we ended up just kind of picking and turning. I'll tell you what, Seatown, if you play it right, good things will happen. Here's the same face palm guy that I told you. This is that moment where I couldn't believe. He threw a flash up top trying to get me, and then he ends up knowing that I'm downstairs. Thankfully for me, he threw his freaking flash deep into the tunnel, so when he came down, and I don't know how he did not get me. And then here's Mr. Beans as well that I told you about. Those two were non-stop all over me. They were wanting me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They just kept coming and coming. I don't know how many assists I kept getting on these kids though, with my teammates coming out of nowhere and putting 2 bullets into people and taking them out. The class that I have though is just so supreme. The UMP close range and then the MP7 long range, it's just a perfect combination. You're not going to be able to really beat this class very often. If you do, it's because you picked me off from my back or from far range. it was really a class that I wanted to use just to be able to rack up a lot of kills. It was my luck that it was such a good class. I ended up getting back-to-back Moabs on lockdown and then on Seatown here. For some reason, I thought this stealth bomber wasn't ours. I thought it was the enemy, so I wanted to make sure I hit until I looked up and saw it was blue. But you never want to risk it when you have a Moab. They're on the brink of a Moab. Like, everybody that's a Call of Duty person will tell you, I don't give a damn. I am not going to get killed for some stupid kill streak that could just come out of nowhere. And I don't know if you guys seen my Moab on hard hat, but I'm in love with the stealth bomber now just because of that moment. Now this guy right here was playing like going back and forth on me. I don't know what he was up to. I kept coming around the corner and I couldn't find him, and then he somehow dodges me again. Like, I couldn't believe how much this guy kept dodging me. It was one of those things where it's like, really? Like, which way are you going? What are you doing? All that good sense. Now, I don't know where my kill streak is at the moment. My teammates were definitely pulling it clutch for me. They were working really well. They were avoiding my spot. I can't stand when teammates get too close to me, especially with UAVs or anything like that in the air. That kid right there is a bad kid because he should have got me when I wasn't paying attention. And I don't think that kid knew that I was on the brink of a Moab, the kid that walked by and knifed me. He was just getting mad at me for being in his way, but come to find out, he could have got me killed for getting in my way. So here you have it, guys, a Moab on Seatown right after the lockdown one. Same exact class, putting in work. We're just going to see how far the kill streak can go. I just wanted to see. We ended up getting a lot more kills on this one compared to the lockdown one. We got the lobby all fixed up and everything. These kids are absolutely trash. They were just non-stop getting picked off by me. This kid right here sniping and can't even get me. I was shocked though that my teammate didn't steal my kill right here. He seems to be too worried about not dying, so who knows with that. I was doing pretty good with my accuracy wise. This MP7 is absolutely ridiculous. And then over here, this guy on Juice with a sniper manages to just destroy my streak. So, but there you have it, guys. We had a pretty good streak on Seatown. Ended up going off. As you can tell, I'm going to be having a lot more gameplay coming to you guys very soon. This is probably going to be another streak of me going through on live streams again. So if you guys want to check out my live streams, again, you guys can go on Twitch and find me on Airboar 957, or if you guys ever subscribe to my channel on YouTube, you'll ever see me live streaming on YouTube all the time as well. I'm hoping to see you guys there. If not, you guys have a great day. Be talking to you soon. This is Airboar 957 signing off.
Kill confirmed. Care package on the way. Hardline. Confirmed. Assassin. We've almost won. Stay focused. Good job, squad.